It was autumn on the island of Sodor. The summer holiday makers have gone, and the narrow gate engines have the hills to themselves again. But they still have work to do, and they still need to be careful up in the mountains. But also, they need to let people know they are coming in the villages. So steam engines like Duncan and Peter Sam blow their whistles. Or a diesel like Rusty sounding its electric horns. And for safety, they never bump coaches or trucks. It could damage them. One day, Felix brought some slate trucks to the wharf. James was to take them to the quarry. Hello, James. Here's your delivery of slate. God, these trucks are behaving badly. I'm so worn out. Oh, what's the matter? Asked James. Are the trucks giving you a hard time? If you want to pay the trucks out, you should try giving them a big bump, like this. And James biffed into the truck in front of them, and it rolled down the line. We big engines could do everything better than ruthless narrow gauge engines, boasted James. I can bump trucks easily better than you, Felix huffed crossly. Just you wait and see. And he puffed crossly away. On the way back to the shed, Felix saw Rusty. Rusty was having troubles of his own. Felix wanted to ask him something, but he saw that Rusty was too busy to notice him. Come on, you silly trucks, get a move on. We got to mend some tracks up in the villages. But the trucks were being troublesome. Purr, 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 you purr and huff. Your name is Rusty because he can't even puff like a steam engine. You asked for it, huffed Rusty. Aye-ya! And he gave the trucks a big bump, and it rolled into the siding with a big bump. Oh, fizzling fireboxes, gasped Felix. Oh my God, said Rusty. I don't want to get sent away for bumping something really hard like I did years ago. I've got to be more careful. But Felix saw everything. If that's how Rusty bumped trucks, maybe that's the way narrow gauge engines should bump. Yes! I guess this means I can be ready to show James how well I can bump trucks. I'll show him. Later, Felix arrived back at the wharf. He rolled up to some trucks, then puffed back to give himself a good run-up, and biffed the trucks as hard as he could. The trucks rolled down the line and crashed into James at the crossing. James was surprised. My paintwork, he cried. I told you narrow gauge engines can bump trucks better than ruthless tender engines like you, laughed Felix. Now that he has a special way of bumping, Felix couldn't wait to use it again. Later, Felix arrived at the junction. He saw Scar Lummy and a flatbed in front of him. Felix decided to have some fun with his bumping moves. He rolled up and bumped the flatbed as hard as he could. Scar Lummy was shocked. Felix, what was that for? He cried. But Felix didn't notice. He was too busy having fun. Later, he arrived at the junction. Mighty Mac was there. Hey, Mighty Mac, I've got a surprise for you, he said. Cool, said Mighty. What is it? Close your eyes and no peeking, said Felix, rolling back. Mighty Mac closed their eyes, but they didn't know that Felix was going to bump into them until the very last moment. Bump! Mighty Mac crashed into their coal trucks. Ouch! That hurt! cried Mac. The trucks nearly fell off the edge of the cliff, but Felix had already chuffed away. At lunchtime, Scarlummy told Rusty all about Felix. He bumped Mighty Mac into some coal trucks and my buffers got damaged, he said. Thought Rusty. I think Felix might be in a martial art mood. I hope he'll be careful not to lose some friends like I did once. You did? Said Scarlummy, looking surprised. But I thought you were one of a kind, Engines. Well, it was a very long time ago, explained Rusty, and it was before I came here. What happened? Asked Scarberry. Well, me and my friend watched some martial art staff doing martial arts on the station. I was working with a friend, and then we got into some silly argument, and I bumped him. I only meant to give him a little buffer up, but I really hurt him. That's why my controller sent me away. He says I'm too violent to work on this railway, and he forbid me to come back. I felt terrible. But you like this railway, don't you? Asked Scarberry. Yes, I do, said Rusty sadly, and I'm money for Felix. If he's going to carry on bumping and bashing his friends, no one will want to talk to him anymore. Not if he is extra careful. Well, someone needs to keep an eye on him, said Scarberry. I'll be working with him this afternoon at a wharf. I'll keep an eye on him. And after lunch, Scarberry set off to the wharf. Be careful, called Rusty. Felix might still be in the mood for bumping.